Hi, and welcome to one of the very first training videos to help you get started in property investing. And this particular one is all about Airtable. Now, Airtable is a free tool that you can use to store all the information pertaining to any property deals that you're working on at the moment. Now, we've created this template to help give you a good start, but you can adapt it to suit you and your business needs and change it as you wish. But this is just to give you an example of how you can use Airtable to keep everything all in one place on your computer and on your phone so that you've got easy access to it. So at some point during your mentorship, we will be sharing with you this particular template. So it's important you know how to use it. It's very straightforward, and we keep absolutely everything about our business on our Airtable. It's an incredibly handy tool to use, and it also means that I'm here in Bournemouth working away. Matt has got access to this Airtable and he can see what I'm doing in real time on here. So it's great also if you're out and about and you're viewing a property and you're uploading photographs or survey reports or just about anything you can input into your Airtable, and other people can see it if you so wish. So one of the very first tabs up here on the left, as you can see, is contacts. So how we use this is anybody that's in our power team, they get put into our Airtable. So these are people like solicitors, surveyors, tradespeople, anybody that you come into contact in your business that you need to keep a record of their contact details. You can pop them in here, and it's very simple. We just come to this little arrow, click on it, and you input the person's information in here. And you can scroll down. So problems with my Mac today. Right, there we go. Yep, so just scroll down and pop in their information. Later on, as you get used to Airtable, you can link it to a property if you so wish. So for example, here it says link to a record from the listings, which is this tab up here, and it just pertains to that particular listing. But don't worry too much about that now, it's a little bit too fancy, but as you get used to Airtable you'll figure it out. For now, you just want to add all your contacts in here so you've got them in one place. Over on the listings tab, this is where you can keep all the information pertaining to a property detail, and add the information in here. So in this example, this an address in Wales, just to give you an example, and you can click on here and select what's going on with it. So here you can see it's on the market, and the next step is to view, but there's other steps that you can take, which you can select which one is more relevant to that specific deal that you have. So you just select it in there. And where's it come from? If it's come from an estate agent, a letter that you've sent, a personal lead, you can select that there. And then you can pop in all the other information that you would have on your deal calculator in here as well. So it's like it acts as a really quick reference point to remind you what's going on with that deal at any one time. And like I said, you can share this with anybody in your team as well, so they've also got access to it. So how does that look on the actual Airtable itself? So if we take this example again, we've created the listing, it's on the market, it needs to be viewed, it's through an agent. In here you can add who that estate agent is, which I highly recommend you do, because when you're looking at lots and lots of properties in the week, you'll very quickly forget who it's through and what have you. And also, if you need to hand over any particular deals, if you're going away on holiday, if you keep your Airtable up to date, anybody can jump in and see where you're at with it and what your offer price is and what your maximum value that you're prepared to pay is as well. So it's all, you can add all of this information in here. And what I like to do, if it's on Rightmove, I will also put the link, paste the link in there. And if I'm using my phone, which I usually do when I'm out and about viewing, I will take pictures using the app on my phone and they will automatically come in here. I'm going to show you how to do that in video number 2. So don't worry about that for now. And then in here I add all the notes pertaining to that property that I need to know, anything about the vendor, If there's any special information about leases or anything like that, I just pop all of that in there. Now you can add other tabs to your Airtable up here, and quite often I generally have comparable tabs as well, so that I can just pop in all the different comparables for the deal, so I've got them in one place. You've got an activities tab which tells you what's going on with the deal at any one time, so if you're viewing it, when you're viewing it and what time, and you can click in here which listing it relates to as well. You've got a clients tab, so anybody that you're working with at the moment, for example, if it's a deal that's not really for you but someone who it might suit, you can just pop their name in here. The deals tab is for ones that are going through, so not so much the ones that you've viewed, which are all in your listings. So all the ones in the listings are properties that you're viewing. The deals tab are the ones that you're actually going ahead with and what's going on with them and who's doing what, okay? So you don't really need to do that if it's just yourself working in the business and you're not sourcing these deals on. If you're just looking for yourself for your own portfolio, you don't really need to use this tab, so you can delete it. But if you do decide to source some deals on later on to add some more value into your business and earn some more money, then you might think about keeping that tab in there. And also the potential investors as well. If it's just you, then you don't need this tab, but if you're working with other investors, you can ask them for their information and you can pop their details in here as well. So in this example, we've got Bill, it's Dad's friend, and he wants to be an angel investor and he's looking for an 8% return on any money that he invests into any of our property deals. So that just gives you an example then, but you can change that as you wish. You can see here you can add all the different things in here, what they want to do, whether they want to do a joint venture on a buy-to-let, whether they want to lend their money at 10%, 12%, and you can add all different scenarios in there if you so wish as well. Refurbishment calculator, we don't tend to use this one. This template was made for us and was based on refurbishments that are happening in Wales, to give you a rough indication of what things cost. Obviously this will be different everywhere else in the country. Certainly in the south the prices are a little bit more expensive, but if you were working in Wales, then this might be a good template for you, just to give you a rough idea of how much things cost. But you can make your own refurbishment calculator depending on where you are in the world. So that's a basic overview of an Airtable and what you can use it for. I can't share with you our one or any of our other mentees ones because obviously that's personal information. So that's why this Airtable is a little bit empty, but you get the gist. And like I said, you can add different tabs, you can change things around, you can delete things, but just get an Airtable template that works for you where you can keep all of your information. We use ours to upload survey reports, photographs, notes, links of comparables, absolutely everything. So in my next video, I'm going to share with you how we use Airtable on our phones. Hope that's helpful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.